This is your presenter Asloob Mudassar, and I am presenting slide number 54 of the course on laser physics. Question is, non-radiative decay of excited species has also been found to occur without involving the collision process. Explain how does this occur? The answer is, non-radiative transition without involving a collision process occurs when the dipole moment of an excited species, let's call it donor, interacts with the dipole moment of other species at ground state, let's call it as acceptor. Through dipole-dipole interaction, energy transfers from donor to acceptor. During the non-radiative decay, the dipole moment mu d of the donor oscillates at its transition frequency and generates at a distance r a non-radiating electric field Ed given by Ed is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught multiplied by mu d divided by r to the power 3. Mu d or Ed interacts with mu a of the acceptor, and transfer of energy occurs from donor to acceptor. The classical interaction energy, denoted by capital H, can be expressed as H is proportional to the absolute value of the dot product between Ed and mu a, or equivalently proportional to the absolute value of the dot product between mu d and mu a divided by r to the power 3, as shown in equation number 2. H will be large when the emission spectrum of the donor overlaps well with the absorption spectrum of the acceptor. The transition rate WdA, or the rate of energy transfer, is given by the expression as shown in equation number 3. That is, WdA is equal to, within the parenthesis we have 3 over 64 pi to the power 5 multiplied by another parenthesis containing 1 over r to the power 6 multiplied by the square bracket containing 1 over tau epsilon naught tau spontaneous multiplied by the integral from 0 to infinity containing c over n nu to the power 4, also containing gd of nu and containing sigma a of nu, and the integrand is with the integration is with respect to d nu, where tau sp, the spontaneous lifetime, is given by tau sp is equal to 3 epsilon naught c to the power 3 into h divided by 16n into pi to the power 3 multiplied by the absolute square of mu d and then multiplied by mu naught to the power 3. N tau epsilon, tau spontaneous, n gd of nu and sigma a of nu are the spontaneous lifetime of the donor, refractive index of the medium, line shape function of the donor, and the absorption cross section of the acceptor respectively. Obviously, 1 over tau sp is proportional to the absolute square of mu d, and sigma a of nu is proportional to the absolute value of mu a. And from equation 53.3, that is from this equation, we can write that WdA is proportional to 1 over r to the power 6 multiplied by absolute square of mu d multiplied by absolute square of mu a, and these quantities are also proportional to the h to the power 2. Different forms of energy transfer by dipole-dipole interaction are shown in the figure 1. Each part of the figure shows 4 levels equally spaced in energy, and the transfer of energy is through resonant or near resonant transitions. This figure, which is figure 54.1, has the caption that is 3 different concepts of non-radiative decay without collision. So the figure can be divided into three parts. One part is under migration of excitation, the other part is under cross relaxation, the third part is under cooperative up conversion. So under the migration of excitation, you will see that the donor will de-excite from level 3 to level 1, giving off energy which is delta E31, and the acceptor will accept the energy and will raise from the ground state to the level 3 with energy. The accepted energy is delta E13, and both of these energies are very close to each other, either exactly close to each other in case of resonant conversion, and if there is a slight difference between these two energies, then we can say that this is near resonant transition. And now under the cross relaxation, again the donor is going to decay from the level 3 to the level 2, and the acceptor will accept that energy and will raise from ground state to the level 2, and the energies are equivalent, that is delta E32 is of the order of delta E12. And similarly for the cooperative up conversion, the donor will de-excite from level 3 to level 1, and the acceptor which was already in level 2 will accept that energy and will raise to the level 4, and the energy, that is delta E31, will be approximately equal to the delta E24. So these are the three different concepts of non-radiative decay without collision. This is the end of slide number 54.